This week at NASA. The next space station crew participated in a number of pre-flight activities as they prepare for their scheduled launch Monday from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. NASA flight engineer Katie Coleman and European Space Agency flight engineer Paolo Nespoli are seen completing their suited and unsuited fit checks in their Soyuz TMA-20 spacecraft. They, along with flight engineer Dmitry Kondratyev, will join their crewmates already aboard the complex, Commander Scott Kelly, and flight engineers Oleg Skropochka and Alexander Kaleri. Coleman, a veteran of 2 shuttle flights, is excited about spending 6 months on orbit.
Getting to go on a shuttle mission is an amazing thing. Leaving the planet in the space shuttle, doing whatever work there is to be done, but it's short. And what I cannot wait for is to be up there and really live in space and be one of the people that helps carve our path forward as we learn how to live and work in space and go on to explore the universe.
Coleman and her 2 Soyuz crew members are scheduled to lift off for the ISS at 2:09 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. Launch coverage on NASA TV begins at 1:15 p.m. Eastern.
And now, centerpieces.
The first SpaceX Falcon 9 demonstration launch for NASA's Commercial Orbital Transportation Services program lifted off on Wednesday, December 8th from Launch Complex 40 at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida.
0. We have liftoff of the Falcon 9.
Stage 1.
Known as COTS-1, the launch is the first flight of the Dragon spacecraft and the first commercial attempt to re-enter a spacecraft from orbit. The demonstration mission proved key capabilities such as launch, structural integrity of the Dragon spacecraft, on-orbit operation, re-entry, descent, and splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. This is the first of 3 test launches currently planned in the Falcon 9 test flight series.
The importance of aeronautics, the importance of science, increased funding for science in our case and for aeronautics, and then the critical importance of education, and those are areas in which we continue to work.
Administrator Charlie Bolden was joined in the NASA headquarters auditorium by German Aerospace Center Board Chairman Johann Dietrich Werner for the 6th Masters with Masters program. Hosted by Ed Hoffman of NASA's Academy of Program, Project, and Engineering Leadership, Apple. The 2 discussed their careers, international collaboration, and the challenges of space exploration.
With international partners, everybody doesn't want to do the same things. The Germans don't have a lot of interest in Mars right now. We do. The Germans have a lot of interest in the moon. We do, but not quite to the level that they do. So the collaboration means maybe they head up a mission that's a lunar mission, we are in support. We head up a mission that's a Mars mission, they're in support. And I think you're going to find that that will be the way that we do it more and more as we go along.
If you look to SOFIA, the flying telescope, infrared telescope, so we have really a perfect match. So it was the competence of NASA for the plane and everything, and then there was a competence of DLR giving the instrument that is a telescope and all this. So it was a perfect match, and I was very happy that you're not looking for just, is it 50-50 by money, but is it something we can do together and then we are better than each of us?
The Masters with Masters series was created by Apple to promote collaboration between project managers and engineering practitioners across the agency. Open discussions like this are hoped to yield information and private insights useful to NASA's mission and well-being.
We had heard that 33 men were trapped in the size of an average living room in a home here in the United States.
Dr. Mike Duncan, one of 4 members of NASA's team sent to help in the rescue of those 33 Chilean miners, gave a special presentation at NASA headquarters to discuss his and his colleagues' role in the effort.
We talked to them about vitamin D replacement. We talked to them about latent virus reactivation. We talked to them about the psychological support that we see in taking care of our astronauts in isolated and remote and austere environments.
Duncan, now NASA's Deputy Chief Medical Officer, traveled with physician J.D. Polk, psychologist Al Holland, and engineer Clint Cragg to the San Jose mine near Copiapo, Chile, where they met and consulted with government officials about the men who were eventually rescued from the underground mine after 69 days.
It's a little closer up view of the extraction capsule and showing you the angle at which this capsule transited, pretty much a straight shot down to the rescue chamber. And of course, this is what it was all about. The thrill of having these men reunited with their families was just really quite overwhelming at times.
Duncan's pictures included those from a special recognition ceremony with President Obama in the Oval Office, acknowledging Americans involved in the rescue. Airline and cruise ship passengers around the world will soon be watching television programming that demonstrates how NASA technology contributes to everyday life. The Emmy Award-winning NASA 360, based at the Langley Research Center and produced by the National Institute of Aerospace, will now be part of the in-flight entertainment on airlines like U.S. Airways, Virgin America, and Singapore Airlines. International cruise ships will also show the half-hour magazine-style program as part of their video entertainment lineup. And that's This Week at NASA. For more on these and other stories, log on to www.nasa.gov.